to day number 2 of the 12 days of Soapmas. There are only 10 days left till Christmas Day. Now, if you're new around here, my name is Carson. I am a professional soap maker. I'm defining professional as I get paid to do it and it's my job. There's no certification to become a soap maker. You is one. And so therefore, I thought it would be fun to test out a kids kit where they do some soapy crafts, some soapy art. Now, obviously, any kit that you're going to buy is not going to be like the cheapest way to make whatever it is. It's packaged for convenience, so there's a surcharge involved. The one we are testing today is from Universe Crafts. I've never tested any kit by this company. However, if you'd like to see me testing some other kits, I'll leave a link right now in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Basically, this one caught my eye because it's moldable soap dough, which is interesting and not very popular as far as I know. The box seems pretty nice. There's nothing sliding around in there. And when you open it up, everything is in its own little container. Liquid soap, rice flour, a cutter, a measuring pitcher and spoon, 6 different mica colors, and some glitter. Ooh, hollow packaging. We've got a couple of different instructional sheets, a template for the sculpted soap. Oh my. Is this just facts about bubbles? I'm actually pretty impressed that they have 6 different colored micas in here. Now we'll see how the pigmentation is on these, but they look pretty good in the bag. I do have one complaint right off the bat though, and that is that they included plastic glitter. Plastic glitter is really bad for the environment, so we're not going to be using this today. I'm going to replace them with some plastic-free glitters. We do not stan plastic glitter. They gave me a silver glitter and then a rainbow white glitter. So I'm going to replace them with the silver rainbow eco glitter from Brambleberry, twinkle gold glitter from Crafter's Choice, and silver bio glitter from Nurture Soap. I have yet another complaint. You see, they start out with these cool designs. They've got like a unicorn, a donut, a smiley face, a pizza, but every single one of those little miniature crafts within the kit just start out with, you'll need to divide your dough into 2 pieces. They don't tell you how to make the dough. They just say divide the dough. So I guess they just assume you already know how to? I'm gonna make it up. They also didn't provide you with any gloves, which I find rather unfortunate because mica can stain your hands, and if you're like me and you've got little sensitive fingers, I have eczema on mine, you're definitely gonna need protection. I'm gonna open up one of these containers of rice flour, dump it into a bowl. I'm just gonna guess that this is maybe filled up halfway. This is a very, very thick texture for liquid soap. I wonder what's in it.
It smells kind of rotten.
Yeah, it does. It smells gross. I think a little bottle of fragrance would definitely be beneficial for this. Okay, I think we're getting closer. Still really dry. We have a pliable soap dough with or without their instructional help. Here's my pizza diagram. So they want you to take a piece of dough, I guess, and measure it. That's about the same size they've specified. So for their little pizza, they've got the whole thing yellow with 3 pink pepperonis, but I think it would look more accurate to make the pizza white with a crust and then put cheese on top. So I'm gonna upgrade their design. I'm gonna try to make that the right shape. What do you think, Kenneth? Does that kind of look like a pizza?
I think that you should take half of that and make something else.
It has to be a full-size bar of soap, though.
Nah.
Alright, I'm gonna call that good for this first one. I'm gonna scoot the pizza off to the side. Now I'm gonna mix up the cheese and the pepperoni. It said to add some of the pink mica, and I don't know how much to begin with, so I'm gonna just start with that amount. This would be one of the first kits that I've ever tested that actually has a relatively strong color payout. It is really fun to squish, too. Like, I'm finding this surprisingly therapeutic. All right, our pepperonis are ready to go. I'm gonna roll this in a ball real quick. Okay, let's do some cheese. Yellows are gonna be a little harder to achieve, I would bet, because you have to use a lot of yellow color most of the time to get it to be actually yellow instead of like a buttery yellow. Hey, I'd say that color payout's pretty good. What do you think, Kenny?
Looks like banana Laffy Taffy.
All right, my cheese is ready. So let's melt it over the pizza. I'm gonna try to flatten it out with my hands. Oozing down the sides. Just gonna roll this out. Gonna pinch it into 3 relatively equal portions and then flatten that out into a disc. Place those little discs on the pizza. Okay, y'all, that was actually kind of fun. The unicorn is the hardest one they have in the kit, so let's make that very quickly and see. Okay guys, I made 3 different projects. I didn't have enough soap to make 4 of them, so unfortunately I did have to throw the other ingredients away. They just didn't give you enough liquid soap, I don't know what to tell you. But the items I did create are super cute. I think the glitter was really, really helpful. I even mixed some of it into the actual dough. I went ahead and put that little soapy bar underneath the water for a little bit to get it wet, and then I lathered it up and I was pleasantly surprised, you know? It lathered pretty good. The suds were in fact blue and pink, so be careful where you put this. It will probably stain a white countertop. But overall, yeah, it was pretty gentle. I did check the ingredients of the soap and most of it is sodium lauryl sulfate though, so this might actually work better as a bubble bar. I would love to say, this is trash, don't buy it, especially given that I didn't have enough stuff to complete the entire project. It does smell a little funky and it doesn't have bio glitter, but I can't really fault them on the bio glitter because I've never found a craft kit that actually had bio glitter in it. I looked up the price again, it's $11, y'all. It's $11. That's nothing. And honestly, I had a lot of fun doing it. I'm not gonna lie. I was over here for like 40 minutes and Kenny was like, man, with as much time as you're spending on that, you're gonna have to give it a good review. And it's true, I had fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's fun to craft stuff like this. It actually did what it's supposed to do, which is clean your hands. It didn't dry out my skin. It's really, really cute. The colors are super, super pigmented. I think this would be really fun to give to kids, especially if you are into crafts your own self and you wanna kind of get them involved in a really fun, easy way. I'm gonna leave you guys a link to the Amazon kit down below if you wanna pick it up for yourself, for your kids, your grandkids, some kids you know that you know enjoys crafts. If you enjoyed today's video, leave us a comment down below and let us know. We did this video because lots of y'all have been requesting that I do another kit, so here you go. And until tomorrow, have an absolute